You played here 2 years ago. Do you have any memories of that show?
Yeah, it was probably a good one. I remember sitting in the tent eating and then playing, and then there was a Hungarian band playing, and then I think Charlotte played. I remember that. And I remember flying in here as well, like seeing the river and the town and stuff.
I remember also they had like a military tent, and they had like lots of military people in the area, yeah.
I don't know.
They had their own training.
Do you like the city?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
We've never been to the city.
We've never been in the city, but it looks good from the air.
Good. Now, what about your hometown? What's it like? Could you tell us?
It's pretty small.
It's a regular small town. More than small town.
But you live in Stockholm. That's your hometown.
It's not my hometown.
It's 12,000 people and steel industry. So it's a small industrial town.
If you jump on a bike, you can be at the lake in 15 or 10 minutes.
Lots of pizza places. There's lots of pizza places.
If you live by the lake, you can be in the lake in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about the music. Okay. How much do you think you have changed since the first album as a band?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a lot, but for us it feels like a bit.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit smarter than we were on the first record.
I also get the feeling that even if whatever we do differently, we still sound the same. So that kind of sticks, Our identity never falls apart whatever we do, and that's good.
I think it's just a bit more grown up, I guess.
When we recorded our first record, we would go over the top way more often than we do now. I mean, now it's because we would go like kind of the way that we were playing and the way that we were playing live and stuff. We would go, so much over the top that it wasn't sounding any good. And once we discovered that, that we kind of like for the Veni Vidi Versus record, the second record, we had to kind of that was more us thinking more about music than the first record. But I mean, it's been. Yeah, it's a 10-year anniversary for our first year Berlin. It was 10 years ago. So it's, I don't know, whatever else happens. Probably less has happened in these 10 years than happens from the age of 0 to 10 or the age of 10 to 20. Obviously more stuff happens then, but from 20 to 30, it's, or from whatever, 18, 19 to 28 to 29, it's, it's not as big a change as previous, but it's. I think we've probably grown a little bit smarter, a little bit better looking.
Yeah.
A whole lot better. I would say.
Went from city teenagers to beautiful young men. Older men.
And ears have grown a little bit more, and the nose has got bigger.
Yeah. So we're just smarter and better looking.
Yeah.
Why are the albums always so short?
Because we
we
don't make more music than that, right?
And also, like on your record, you get the things you should hear.
It's like sometimes if the record's too long, you can lose interest.
Yeah.
Even if it's really good, after a while you kind of get fed up with it. So I think it's more interesting to be a bit shorter for.
But this record might be
We always
a bit longer by a minute or something.
Yeah, this one will be pretty long, I think.
Well,
it depends on how many songs we put on it.
This record will be long and boring.
It's going to be more than 30 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
31?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. It depends on how many. If we put 10 songs on it, it's probably 30 minutes. So the songs are longer this time around. Like that's been the thing. We always hated long songs, and then we always wanted our records to be a record that you would sit at home, you would take it home from the record store, put it in your record player, or put it on your record player, and then play it, and you would sit and you would have interest all the way through the record, and as soon as the record stopped, you'd go, damn it, I want to hear that again, and you'd play the record over and over again. That's been the idea of all our records. So that's why they're pretty short as well, because we want them to be kind of intense and short. And this time we have like 20 songs or something that we're putting on the record, but we don't. We have 20 songs to choose from, and then we don't really know what's going on the record. So depending on what songs that end up on the record,